Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is a little over 4 month review of the Oris Aquis 39.5. First, let me say Happy New Year to all of you and your families. I hope it was safe and hope you had a great time. And I wanted to wait. I was thinking about waiting for the 6 month mark to do kind of an overview of this watch, but you know what? I'll just do it now. Might as well. Oh, there's my son's cat again. But anyway, let me take it off the wrist. That was on my 7.5 inch wrist, but I will, let me get him out of the way. I will do another wrist shot and of course a Lume Shot too. So this one here is the new release for 2018. Like I said, I got it about 4 months ago. It was July, the end of July, and it was very difficult to get. I mean, from all the websites and everything, I don't have a Oris authorized dealer here where I live, so it was very hard to source, but I was able to get it. And I mean, I'm just impressed. I still love wearing this watch. It's, if you look at it, it hardly has any wear, and I think that's just because of the way this case is designed, where it kind of flares out here at the bottom. So you have a couple nicks that I've picked up along the way here on the side. I believe, did I get any over here? No, not so much. Crown's been protected well. Even look at the lugs here, really no scratches. Let's see, even here, it's a little dirty. Like I said, this is, you know, it's in a rotation with some other watches, so I don't wear it every single day, but just about, you know, it's one of my go-tos. If you look at the bezel is ceramic, and I picked up, it's probably hard to even see it, but I picked up a little mark. I know I've got some glare here from some lighting and everything, but there's just a little mark right there. And it's very difficult to see, but I guess you can kind of see it right there. There's just a tiny little mark, and kind of near the 30 there. And I guess I smacked something real hard, and oh, maybe it's that right there. Yeah, right there. And I hit something pretty hard, and it just kind of marred it there a little bit, but it's not, you can't feel it, you can only see it. So the ceramic bezel in this, there's no other marks anywhere, and I'm, you know, when I wear my watches, I just wear them, you know what I mean? So I'm not real careful with them. But it is pretty durable, but I will say, you know, and I don't know how it is on other, because it's the first ceramic watch bezel I've ever had in a watch that I've owned, and you can see that mark right there. And I don't know, I mean, maybe that's normal. I have no idea. Maybe I'm gonna get more, you know, marks like that, but at least it hasn't cracked or anything, because I don't want to deal with a cracked ceramic bezel. So I'm gonna get the dimensions out of the way real quick. Everyone knows, you know, this is the 39.5 version. Okay, so this is the smaller version. Let me get my caliper out here. This is a cheesy caliper that I got from Harbor Freight, and I want to go back and get the plastic one, because this metal one is just kind of hokey. But let me see, we already know it's a 39.5. Okay, so I'm not going to measure that, but what I will measure is from lug tip to lug tip, and I believe I think I said in my other review, I said it was about 46. Let's see if I can, yeah, we're about 46, 45.97, so right under 46. And then the thickness, let's see if I can get the thickness. I think I measured like, well, wait a minute, I'm not even in the middle. I think it was about 12.5, coming under 12, but I thought it was around 12.5. Crown, I like the size of the crown on this thing, I really do. Crown is, you know, about probably 5, oh, it's 5.3. It's probably about 5.5. I think I'm measuring it wrong. Anyway, let's get this thing out of the way. But let me clean it up. So of course it is a sapphire crystal. Oris is a great brand, and I'm impressed. That's all I got to say. Super impressed. Never owned another Oris before except for 65, and I had that for a short time. I actually returned it because I bought it used, and I didn't really like the condition of it, so I returned that. But you know, when you're collecting watches, you're in and out of different models all the time. That's what I've noticed. I've been doing this for quite a while, and things come and go, and you can't let it bother you. But I'm impressed with the brand, the build quality. I do not regret getting this watch. It's been keeping accurate time. It's still about +2 a day. When I first got it, it was like right on the money. And then for whatever reason, it settled out to go a little negative. It was about maybe, it was like a second a day slow. So I can't handle a slow watch. Okay. So what I did was I took the case back off and I adjusted it myself. So I'm about +2 a day. Okay. And it doesn't matter where, any variation, however I put this watch, when I put it down, it keeps the same time. So when they adjust these from the factory, they adjust them out, I believe, and in all positions. I don't know if it's 6 positions, 4 positions, I don't know, but they do that. And from what I can tell with this watch anyway, and so it's very accurate. Okay, and it's running the Sellita SW200, which in my opinion is pretty much a 2824. It's a great movement. I think it has 1 extra jewel over the 2824, but it keeps accurate time. Haven't had any issues with shock or drop. I've dropped the watch, I've bumped the watch, no time deviation at all. Nothing's changed. Everything has been spot on. And you see the case back there, stainless steel, Oris, Swiss, sapphire crystal. It's got looks like the part number there, or a serial number, 30 bar, 300 meters. I have taken it swimming. I don't dive. I'd like to dive, but I haven't, and I don't, but maybe someday I will. But I'm sure this would be a perfect dive watch. So I mainly desk dive, and you could tell because of all the scratches I have on the clasp there. So that's really, for the most part, where I've got all the wear is there's, some scratches along the bracelet, the clasp, and here as well. And I really like this bracelet. It's screw and links. And I really like how it wears. It's very comfortable. It's kind of an oyster style bracelet, integrated, into the lugs, which is fine. Some people don't like that, but if you look at these big giant screws, I mean, it's pretty, overbuilt, to be honest. So they made this thing very well. The crown guards, if you look at my crown guards, I don't really have much for scratching. So it's not like I guess I haven't really hit the side of the watch. The crown's been protected pretty well. Or a sign crown, of course. Bezel's still working very well. I really like the bezel action on this watch. It's very precise and everything lines up. So what can I say? I mean, this has just been a great watch, solid watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a, hey buddy, come on. I'm going to throw in another video, in another few months to see, where I'm at with everything with this watch. But so far I'm impressed, and they're very affordable. These things, they can be had, probably on the used market around, $1,000, $1,200. New, $1,400-$1,500. Retail, I think, is $2,000, around $2,000. But from what you're getting, Oris is owned by Oris. It's a privately held company. As far as I know, they make everything in-house except for their movements. They source those out. But everybody uses these movements. I mean, it's funny when you get into the movement talk, and there's so many manufacturers, high-end manufacturers, that even use ETA and Sellita and all that, and it just really doesn't matter. It's as long as the movement is adjusted properly and it's going to give you good accuracy, it really doesn't matter. And they're dependable. This thing's going to last forever, and if it ever needs a service, it can be easy to service. So anyway, but that's the Oris, and I'm going to get a Lume Shot. Let's see. Got to do another Lume Shot. I know I kind of had one in the beginning of the video there, but I'll put up another one here because this Lume is just amazing. I love it. Super Luminova, it's blue. Yeah, there it is. There's no need to even kill the lights, but look at that. I mean, that's just, you know, beautiful. It's evenly applied. I love the hands. I love the hour markers. It all just really goes together. Very simple dial, just Oris. It's like a flat dial color. Applied markers, of course. It's got like stainless steel surrounds. I don't think it's white gold, but Swiss made at the bottom. Aquis, pressure resistant, 300 meters. So very simple, just simple dial. Beautiful layout, in my opinion. It's awesome. And these have come a long way. I remember the old, when I got my Omega Seamaster 225450, which I want to acquire another one. They've gone up in price, but I love that model. When I was looking at buying that, and I actually bought that over this, but back then it was like a 44 millimeter. It was the Oris Diver TT, I think, or something like that. But they were a lot different. It had a helium escape valve, you know, it was bigger, like a 44 mil case. I didn't want that big of a watch, so I settled on the Seamaster because it's a 42 or 41.5, but or 41, I think. I'm not sure exact on that model, but I loved that watch, and I like watches in this size. I mean, this is a 40. So this reminds me of my Rolex Submariners. I've had quite a few of those, and they're the older references, 16610, even had an older 168,000 model, which was kind of rare, built in 87. But I like the size of the 40. It just fits my wrist. I have a 7.5-inch wrist right now because I've, you know, gained some weight. I think it was at about a little over 7.25 before, but 7.5-inch wrist. I wear it kind of loose like this, if you see that. So that way when it swells up, it'll fit perfect. You do have micro adjustments on the band, so if you want to adjust that, you can. I might say the clasp on this is made very well. I mean, it's a very nice clasp. It's never had any issues with it. Doesn't come off. Very comfortable. So you guys got to look at Oris. It's a great watch manufacturer, Swiss made. You know, it's a great brand. It really is. So anyway, there you have it, guys. That's the Oris Aquis 39.5 little update. And thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to have some new things coming this year, and hopefully pretty soon. And I hope it's going to be a good one. And you guys have a Happy New Year, guys. Take care. Thank you so much. Goodbye.